Brace yourselves, because for our next story, I'm about to womansplain. I'll be talking about money, the one thing that makes the world go round, which is no secret. But who knows this best? Banks. They refine the art of not only making money, but also saving it. And you know where a chunk of their savings come from? The pockets of their employees. To be specific, the pockets of their female employees. And this is my cue to talk about Goldman Sachs. It's a leading global investment bank based in the American city of New York. It knows exactly how to make money, but paying it is another matter altogether. Goldman Sachs has a massive gender pay gap. What is that? It's the difference between the money earned by women and men. That's a pay gap. It shows inequality between the genders. And it is jarring across the world. I'll talk more about it later. For now, let's focus on Goldman Sachs. What do you think its pay gap is? Take a wild guess. 20%, 25%, 30%. The answer is 53.2%. Simply put, men at Goldman Sachs make more than double of what the women make. 53.2%. For the same work, may I remind you, imagine if you earn less than half the money your peers do, despite doing the same work and having the same educational background, despite bringing the same value to the company. Would you be okay with it? Probably not. None of us would. And that applies to the female employees of Goldman Sachs too. They first sued the bank over pay gap in the year 2010. Then, over the years, more cases piled up. We're talking about almost 2,800 such cases. 2,800 women spoke up against the bank, and finally they won. The lawsuit has been settled. Goldman Sachs has been ordered to shell out $215 million, which is a lot of money and good news. But a trial, we say, would have been better. The bank practically raced to settle this before the trial could begin. And we say a trial would have been better because it would have been a rare public forum, a testimony of unfair treatment of women workers. Because this problem is not limited to this bank or to the banking sector. It's a problem that exists across industries, across countries. It's a vastly accepted daylight robbery. Worldwide, women make only 77 cents to every dollar earned by men, which means a woman works full-time for a salary that is only 77% of a man's salary. In other words, women end up working for free for more than 10 weeks every year. It sounds a bit unhinged, right? Yet the world over, we seem to be okay with it. Gender gap exists across countries. No country has been able to close it yet, but some are faring better than others. Iceland and Finland top the list. They have closed at least 85% of their gap. Which countries are doing the worst? Syria, Pakistan, Iraq, Yemen, and Afghanistan. In fact, you can remove Afghanistan because women aren't allowed to work there anymore, so there's no question of pay. What about India? India ranks at 140 out of 156 countries, which is not a great place to be. Now, the pay gap is bad enough. Do you know what's worse? Attempts to justify it or to say progress has been made. I'll tell you how much progress has been made. In 1996, women were earning 75 cents to the white man's $1. Today, they make 77 cents. If 2 cents in over 2 decades is your idea of progress, then well, congratulations. The thing is, you can work hard, but you cannot outperform inequality. No matter how you slice the data, you will see that a pay gap exists. It is not a myth, and it won't go away until you fight it.